Really, the autofocus is not gonna fail on me on this time. So how's it going, guys? This is a real Murata photographer based in Tokyo. So it's been a long time ever since I went to a music festival. Before the pandemics, I went to Ultra Japan I forgot when. I went like 5 years ago, and people at my workplace say I'm a party person, but I'm not, unfortunately. And as the pandemic ended, my taste in music kind of shifted, not in a good way, sort of like aged like wine, hopefully. But in 2023, as in this year actually, Summer Sonic was actually happening. And back when I was in high school, so that's like early 2000, the bands that I actually listened to, the musicians and artists that I listened to, were actually playing in Summer Sonic 2023. So I thought it would be nice to just go there, and also one of my friends kind of wanted me to go there with him, so I thought why not, basically, because the pandemic ended. So to sum it up for you guys, Summer Sonic 2023 is sort of like a multi-genre music festival that crosses no border. Artists from North America, Japan, and also Korea and Europe actually get together, and each band plays they get a slot, they get roughly 1 to 2 hours to play, and they happen in sort of like 4 or 5 stages, so you can basically go to the ones that you want to listen to, and because they happen simultaneously, you can basically listen to one band while your friend listens to a different band, and you can basically meet up, get separated, meet up and separated, and it's a really interesting, like sort of like a music festival. And I thought it would be nice to just listen and just chill and relax. Is that my childhood dream was actually Fall Out Boys and Evanescence, and don't tell me that I was the emo guy, unfortunately. But while my friend Yuya Fujita was into Blur, Liam Gallagher, the vocal of Oasis, and also Pale Waves, which I actually enjoyed on the first day. And the list goes on for eternity. You can basically look it up. There's like so many artists that played during the course of 2 days, and I went there 2 days. And what was interesting was that on their official website, it said that you cannot bring a professional camera, and that got me thinking, what is a professional camera? And honestly, I initially thought of bringing my Nikon F3, but for some people that is too professional to be true, and worst case scenario, that camera might get confiscated, or another worst case scenario, I could get kicked out of the music festival, which I really don't want to do because this is really expensive. It was like $200-300. So instead of bringing the Nikon F3, I went with bringing the Konica C35, sort of like a travel camera, sort of like a point and shoot semi-automatic, not semi-automatic, but program auto kind of camera. And for film stocks, I initially thought Kodak Gold would be too professional, so I ended up like sticking in Lomography 100 to sort of disguise myself from not being too professional. And because it was a hot, sweltering in summer sunlight time of day, I thought Lomography 100 would do the job quite well. So probably know, the Konica C35 is a travel camera. It's not a super serious camera. It's more like a casual shooter. So in this day, I never thought of like shooting super intricate shots, more like casual shooting, and you guys probably have noticed it, but this time around I tried to shoot not in focus but more like sort of like out in focus to see how this camera lens performs, and I had to admit it's like really nice to in my eyes because it just gives you guys sort of like the atmosphere of that music festival, and it's great seeing a lot of people once in a lifetime because I never go to really crowded places, and it was actually great feeling just drinking and also listening to music at the same time. I mean, that's paradise. So yeah, that's basically it on my sort of like overview or coverage of the Summer Sonic Tokyo 2023. And honestly, like, it's these music festivals is sort of like a gamble of what kind of cameras you should be taking or not take, because there is that chance that it might get confiscated, you might get kicked out, and I guess the rules is in a sort of like a gray area, and it's like hard to like state what makes a super professional camera. I mean, you guys probably know DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, although they are getting smaller or maybe bigger, if you compare it with a Nikon F3, it's still considerably large. And some people might take the Nikon F3 as a super professional camera, or sort of like an intermediate type of entry-level camera in disguise, but it's hard to like balance that, risk and reward in these types of areas. So I didn't want to take the risk, so I went with the C35. But I was actually glad to see the results that were notably better than I anticipated. And yeah, if you're ever in Tokyo and if you're ever into music, it's actually a great location to basically shoot photos, just drink, and yeah, have a great time. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, I'm happy to reply. So yeah, hopefully this video won't get taken down due to copyright infringement. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace out.